What's up, Blaine?
What's up, Dayna's dad?
Yeah, that's right. Dayna's dad. So, all right, now that you guys are dating, what are your intentions and are you a good guy? I need to know that because you know she's my girl.
Yeah, I'm a good guy, I promise. And my intentions are to care for her and make sure she's around the best.
Wow. I never thought I would have to ever make this video. I'm going to tell you the story about me and Blaine. Me and Blaine met is I DM'd him on Instagram. He said, hey, I thought he was cute. We met at his apartment one night. I definitely could tell that he was kind of flirting with me. He kind of knew who I was, kind of seen my videos. He asked me to do a fake relationship, which I know is kind of a lot to say because it took me a week to say yes because I don't like to do anything that's fake. It's not me to do, but the thing is Blaine was really cool and he was one of my closest friends. Like, I kind of said why not because people liked seeing us together because I remember we posted one video and it blew up and we discussed like no catching feelings type thing. Just got kind of out of a relationship that I was still dealing with, so I was like, never gonna catch feelings, not at all. We started filming, we started hanging out. I honestly didn't like him at first. He would talk about girls was not okay. It was to the point where he was like, I fuck all these bitches, I can get any bitch I want, like kind of cocky in a way. And he would be like, I only fuck girls with big boobs and big ass, which was not me at all. So it made me kind of feel like ugly just hearing how he talks about girls by just kind of sitting around him. And he'd be like, all I do is just fuck bitches and then dip. I make sure no bitch gets close to me, like stuff like that. And there's one time where he was just talking about like how hot girls were with big butts and big boobs, and I remember I felt so uncomfortable that I texted one of my friends to come pick me up. All of a sudden, I was in the car driving with my friend, and I look at her and I said, it's making me cry. I looked at her and I said, dude, I think I like Blaine. And she goes, I know. And I'm like, how do you know? Like, I'm not obvious like that. And I go to two of my other friends, I tell them the same thing, and they're both like, I know. I'm like, why does everyone know? Like, does it seem like I do? Because I feel like I don't come off like that. I kind of hid that behind the scenes for a while, like probably a good month, without telling him that I actually liked him. When we weren't actually dating, he would always ask me who I used to hook up with. Somebody that I really didn't want him knowing because I felt like that was personal and I didn't really need to tell him that, but he kept on asking me about that person. And I told him no because I didn't want him to worry about that at all. And then later on I told him yes. So he always presses me about lying for that. But the thing is I didn't feel comfortable telling him that I did that with somebody because it was like we were just friends and like sometimes you don't need to tell people everything. He would always press me about my best friend and asked if we hooked up, which we never have ever. And he would always be on my ass like, I know you did this, I know you. And I'm like, why does it matter? Like, we're not dating. That got me going one night. My two roommates in one of their rooms, and I was just crying. I was upset. I was like, he really thinks I got with this guy. I don't know why he's upset. And they're just like, this is the time that you need to tell him that you like him. Recorded myself of how I told him I liked him, so I'm gonna put that in here. Bro, because every time I've had a boyfriend, it's been so obvious. Bro, this is so sus. I'm not even kidding. Did you send it?
Yes. Oh, he's typing.
Dude, I don't know what to do.
She's gonna pick up the phone. Like tomorrow's your last day on Earth. What would you want to do right now?
Dude, shut up. You want to get?
I like him.
That's the best thing about him is that he's understanding. But the thing is, I'm like, fuck.
He said, I want to be with you. You said, I want to be with you too. There you go. It's confirmed. Okay.
I don't know how to respond to this, deadass. I don't know what to say.
Swear to God, bitch, how many signs do you need? Do you need God to come down? Are you gonna leave tonight?
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He wants you to come over so you can talk about this in person. You want him liking you, right? Not someone who doesn't exist. Some like random bitch.
Deadass.
Be yourself, and if he likes you, fuck yeah. And if he doesn't like you, then fuck him, bruh. Because your self-worth is worth more than anything, bro.
Bro, I know, bro. What did he say?
That's a far drive, you know.
I would do it for you. Stop.
Say it.
I would do it for you.
Bro, I look ugly.
No, you like just as mac and cheese.
Are you fucking?
He said you're dope, you know.
Get dressed.
and he told you.
How the fuck do you guys know?
Come back with a boyfriend. I'm suing. Too gross.
The dude you likes you back. So like, congrats. You know.
There's just the biggest relief because I didn't have to worry about him always getting with girls every night, and then like while I liked him, you know, like that would always stress me out. And we started literally being perfect in my case because Blaine is a caring, understanding, loving, helpful, and just always there for me kind of guy. And the best thing that I liked about him is that he was so understanding because of my past relationship. He was kind of crazy and cheated on me with 18 girls. So I was always worried about certain stuff. So we would be able to talk about things super honestly, one-on-one. Like if he ever had an issue, he'd come to me, if I had to go to him. It was a very like strong, very good communication. We had very good communication. That's what I've always lacked in my other relationships is bad communication. But we had such good communication. It was crazy. What seemed off is he would always freak out about who I was hanging out with. The thing is I've liked Blaine for so long that I have a lot of guy friends who are just close friends of mine and that he has met. I've introduced him to. I've FaceTimed with them to him before, so it's not like I'm trying to hide any of these people or be kind of sus, you know? He would always get jealous in a way, and it was kind of bad to the point where I would literally do nothing exclusive. We were just talking, you know, as like a couple. My best friend wanted me to be in a music video with him. This was filmed probably 4 months before it was even posted on YouTube, and I didn't know when it was going to get posted. In the music video, it's literally me holding hands like this, sitting at my friend on the staircase, like holding hands, and he knew that we were really close because we hung out all the time while me and Blaine were like a fake couple. He asked me to be like the girl in the music video kind of, and I was just helping like a friend out. But it came out when we were like talking, and the guy who posted the video told me that it was coming out 24 hours in advance, and I didn't give Blaine a warning, and I know I should have. That's where I kind of messed up. But the thing is, like, he kind of got overly pressed about it when I tried to explain the situation. You think I can really date you when you're doing all this shit? I said, doing what? He sent me a screenshot of the video. And keep in mind, I was literally in this video for about 5 seconds of it. It was literally just us holding hands in a clip, so it wasn't that bad. I said, Blaine, I knew this would happen because I actually like you. He said, bro, you got me looking stupid. What do you mean you like me? If you really liked me, this wouldn't have happened, or at least you would have told me. This just looks like another cap-ass relationship that I'm going to end up being the real one that fucked you over. Why are you posting all this stuff on your social media and can't handle our problems like in a text or in person? You act childish. We either going to handle it or not. That's it. If not, I'm out. I said I ran out of words. I was like posting quotes like on my social media. It wasn't anything like pressing him. It was like quotes, like relationship quotes, because I do that a lot. He does this thing where if I tell him the truth, then he keeps on saying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. I get really frustrated because I'm like, I am not lying, Blaine. Like, do you want me to say I'm lying? Is like that what you want? Like that was always like a thing. He always switches up. Like he'll be mad and then randomly switch up. Get back to us. I don't want to do this again. It's stupid. I said, trust me, that's all I want. I've been taking a lot of time to myself after that happened, and I'm thinking a lot on how much I fucked up and how to be a better person for you. I'm truly sorry, which I always take the blame in situations because I always hate seeing people stressed out, hurt, or honestly afraid of Blaine leaving me, to be honest. So that's kind of why I usually say these things. He said, it's cool. It didn't really affect me. I just always trying to help, and you got finessed like that. That's why I deleted all the stuff on my story. He knew exactly what he was doing. This is all going to come back to you if you keep being nice to the wrong people. I said, yes, I know. He's basically saying someone was using me for clout in a way. My roommate took me to an all-girls party, and that's what she told me. I had no idea that there was going to be any dudes there, and there actually wasn't. There was one guy, owner of the house, and the rest was girls. And when I got there, they took our phones the second we got there. And he FaceTimed me when my phone was taken away. I got it back. I said, oh, sorry, girl only party, my ass. You stay lying. Not lying, Blaine. I said, I'm not drunk either. Deadass, it's all girls, Blaine. Like, he was tripping. I said, deadass helping all the girls crying over their shit, over their problems. He said, okay. I said, are you sleeping with me? He said, I'm staying out. I said, why? He said, it's because Caden's here. I said, I miss you. Can I see you tomorrow? Well, I have to come tomorrow because I have to eat all my stuff there. I said, are you slept with me? He's like, yeah, because you've been lying. Literally have never, like, blatantly lied to him while we were in a relationship. The only time I actually lied to his face was when we were in a fake relationship, and I didn't want him knowing who I got with in the past because that's kind of personal to me, and we weren't even like dating at that time. I'm the most loyal girl ever. I tell him everything. I literally tell him the truth about everything, and he just gets so fed up with other people. My best friend Nick was over. Met him while he was here. Blaine came in, literally met him. And Blaine left that night, and my best friend spent the night on the couch. He texted me the next morning and said, "Heard that kid left last night. Maybe you realized he wasn't gonna get any pussy." I said, "What? No, haha. He's been a close friend with me for a while. He was trying to invite girls over, and me and Mel were like, this isn't a party house, LOL. He left to see his friends." He said, "Ah, okay." I said, "Baby, don't worry. You're mine. I talk about you to everyone. People would have to live under a rock if they didn't know I was dating you." And then he put heart eyes. And I am such an open person with Blaine. I'm very honest with him about everything. And basically, I thought by telling him everything it would be a good idea, but whenever I tell him something, sometimes he would start an argument over it. My old best friends was at this place that I was at, and I had to run into him, and it was super awkward. Something really messed up to me in the past. I decided to be the bigger person and say hi and give him a hug. Not make everything right, just like break the ice so it wasn't awkward because we were in the same room. I told Wayne he acted rude when I gave him a hug and didn't really say anything, and I felt upset about it. I said when I tried to talk to him, and he goes, "I have no sympathy for you at a party trying to hug a guy that fucked you over. That's your problem, bro." Yeah, I know, but Charlie said I should try and talk to him. Facts, you're my baby. Can I FaceTime you at home? He said, "Nah, I'm about to go to this party with some girls that fucked me over and try to make up with them and hug them and then tell you about it." I said, "Okay, fine. What's your issue? Like, you told me that knowing you, it would piss me off." I said, "Never." He said, "I was chilling, making music, everything good. This ain't about to be no crazy-ass relationship for real. I'm gonna set that straight." "Never, babe. You know me. Never do anything to hurt you." He said, "Yes, I do. You've been trying to make me jealous lately. I'm legit talking about you hella." So like all the things you are telling me, if I told you them, you would get pissed. Make me seem like a joke. And I said, "You're not a joke." And then I said, "Please don't leave me, period." Because I would always get upset when he gets upset because I was afraid that he'd leave me the blame for everything, even though I did nothing wrong, and basically just allowing him to control me because that's how I am. I try to be a really good person. He said, "I'm not going anywhere. It's okay. I just can't respond to some of the shit you tell me right now. I don't know what to say to it. I'm trying to get this music done and deal with you. Like, I don't want this relationship weird. Like, it should be chill. Like, you're smart as fuck. We're a power couple, and you keep letting these stupid things in the way that you're legit my everything." Reading them back and being like, wow, like, I really let him control me like that. Back to my family's house, and on the way back, I met up with some old friends, and one was a photographer. And he told me that he would take pictures of me that day. My old friends from like 2017, and I haven't seen them in a while, so I was just catching up with them and stuff. Photos go crazy because I always keep them updated during the day about like what I'm doing. "I thought you were going to your dad's." I said, "I am tonight, but remember I had a photo shoot at sunset. I went to the beach, remember?" He said, "Okay." I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yes." "Okay, good, you're my baby." And he put 3 red hearts. I said, "What are you doing, love?" And he goes, "Watching a bunch of stories of you with guys laying down in trunk and showing off your ass to a bunch of guys near a pool." He goes, "What about you?" I said, "We had to sneak in, that's why I was in the trunk. This is my photo shoot. All these dudes deadass have girlfriends except Travis. So you said you were okay, clearly not. And you were invited to this so you would be here." He said, "I'm not tripping. We're just telling you what I'm doing." This argument was almost like these are not even bad arguments. Like, these don't even have to be arguments. Like, he just made everything an argument all the time for no reason at all, and I don't understand why. A lot of people would tell me, like, these are signs of, like, a cheater. Like, if he's questioning everything you're doing, that means he's doing something he shouldn't supposed to be doing, you know? Like no, this is, like, a fresh relationship for him. Like, he's just worried because he has trust issues. We are dating at this point. You guys obviously know about the Covert Alex situation. I don't hate Covert Alex. I just am hurt by what they did to me. And one day for lunch and talk things out, but I know that probably won't happen just because I've already tried that, and you guys already know this story. This whole time I've been with Blaine has told me he is a clout chaser. And I've kind of kept that in the back of my head in a way and just kind of watch things. Usually what people do if they go in the hype house and they don't agree with Cover's story, then they won't be welcome there. So whatever Cover says, that person's gonna have to agree with them, you know. Blaine told me that he wanted to go make music with one of the guys at the house, which I had no problem with going to the hype house. To let him know that I just don't want him to be, like, getting all buddy-buddy with Cover. He called me and said that low-key be upset if you went to the hype house. He said, "I'm gonna be honest, This is the reason why I avoid a relationship. This is what I meant by right person, wrong time. He thinks I'm the most perfect girl for him, but he thinks it's the wrong time to have a relationship. I still want to be with you, but me being with you and you saying you're going to get upset with me with something that hasn't even happened yet and might not even happen at all is stupid. Like, let's say I decide to not do verse with him because you'll be upset. But if I would, the song could get 10 million views and hella help me. Said, but I decided to not do it because you're upset. And that's fair to me. Like going off, and I said, I will call you when I'm done. Stressed a little today. Sorry for the short combo, BB. He said, you're okay. I just freak out about the covert. That's all. Nothing against you or the other people in the house. He goes, I understand, babe. I just need a little break from arguing. I just like little things like this. He said, it puts a lot of stress on me. I don't know why. Like, can we just try to not, like, get upset or anything for a week? I said, it's not arguing. I should have just called you and talked to you after. It was my fault texting me about it. There's me, like, off again. But honestly, I talked to my mom about this one, and she's all like, yeah, you're right. You did kind of freak out, and it didn't even happen yet, which is true. Little arguments, you know? It's like every relationship has them. It's like you get through them. It's just how it is. Okay, well, yeah, it just stressed me out. I said, I'm sorry, babe. He said, it's okay. I said, that just scares me, love. I don't mean to be putting stress or create anything. I just need that reinsurance. He says, I'm always here for that. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just stressing lately. That same day, I went to go get lunch with my parents. He wasn't texting me for a while, and I know that he was stressing out. So I was thinking he was taking a nap. How are you, babe? And he says, I'm good. I just woke up. So, like I said, I thought he was taking a nap. Oh, I thought you were grinding on music. I just need some space right now. I'll text you tomorrow. I said, okay, love. Knew that he was dealing with a lot of anxiety at the time. Everything was kind of stressing him out. Like, his work, his music, me. He got space for me and I didn't text him that night. Then he would be focusing on his music more, getting his work done so he doesn't have to stress about texting me back and stuff. So I was like, okay, good, like get your music done, you know? Then this is where everything went downhill after that text. To my best friend's graduation party, that was kind of why I went down to San Diego. It was done. I went back to Dad's house because I was gonna leave back to LA early in the morning. The second I get home, I get a call from my best friend. My best friend was having his birthday party. Like, oh, it's late, like I don't think I'm gonna drive 2 hours, like I'll just catch you guys tomorrow and see you tomorrow. Best friend calls me and goes, hey, are you coming tonight? And I go, no. Blaine just hit up one of the girls I'm hanging with and is telling her to pull up to this birthday party and bring hella girls. And I remember I was like, no, he can't be, like, he just, like, I was like, and he's like, for me, I'm like, no, you're not telling the truth. Are you sure you heard it? Is she lying? Like, are you sure? Like, it just freaked me out. I know it wasn't nothing, but I was like, he's all like, honestly, you should come. And I was like, oh. And I got in my car. I said, would that be crazy if I showed up like a crazy girlfriend? Like, would that be crazy? And he's all like, it might be. So I was already on the road and I just drove home. And I was just freaking out the whole time. I remember I prayed out loud to God and I was just like, God, please don't let Blaine leave me. Please give me guidance. Please give me peace. Please make me feel okay. And just like being super upset. And I finally got home. My other friends were like, you need to come, you need to come, you need to come. Like, we see you're in LA, come. If everyone's invited me, then I'll just go. Walk in, and Blaine knows I'm there, but he keeps avoiding me. He keeps walking in the opposite direction, walking around the different corner. And I know he sees me, and I kind of just finally walk up to him and I say, hey. And he goes like, oh shit, oh you're here, oh shit. Like, it's kind of behind. He's like, but I'm leaving now. And I'm like, okay, bye. His friend pulls me aside and says, I saw him getting a lot of other girls' Snapchats tonight. I didn't want to believe that in my head, and because I always give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a flirty personality. I talked to him about that before. I know that he's a flirty personality. Plus, like, he was probably just trying to be nice. He was probably just saying, like, yeah, I'll get your Snapchat, and then probably not add them. Like, he didn't want to be like, no, like, because, like, that's kind of rude. Story on how I know that he, like, talks to girls. I really need to tell you something. And I said, what? And he goes, I was at the gas station with my friends and I asked for a girl's Instagram. I remember I was in this bed right here and I broke down crying. I was like, you know how I've been cheating on in the past, and like, why would you do that? He's like, I completely blocked her. I was like, then what was the point? Freaked me out, like he still told me, which was good. I knew that had been a possibility. He was going around asking for girl Snapchat, but I tend to think, like, I know this man better than anybody does in this room. He loves me and cares for me. And he texted me and said, can you come outside? And I literally never thought this would happen in a million years, but he goes, can you come outside? I said, yeah. And he first starts off with saying, I love you. I'm like, okay. I see myself marrying you. I'm like, okay. You are the most perfect girl for me. I've never met anybody like you before. I need a break. I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to break up with you. I just want to take a small break. I just want to go home, focus on my work, and focus on my career. Focus on music. And I was like, okay, I'll just give you some space so you don't feel more stressed, because I know he always stressed over me when I was hanging with guys. And I was like, I'll give you a little break. Once you're ready, you can come back. The patient was not that fast because I was very upset and like crying. I told him that night that I loved him for the first time and hugged, and I went back inside to all my friends. He said he was going home to make music. They're comforting me and like saying like that it's not fair that I should go on a break. Going on a break means that you're still exclusive to that person, but you are taking time away so you can come back and be stronger. It's not an excuse that you have free roam of doing whatever you want. It's gonna be okay, it's fine. Just sleep. This is the worst thing that you could have ever done. Up to him posting a picture on Instagram and everybody tagging me in it. Him and this girl that I already knew, obviously didn't think he would get it, but the picture over that one, this girl he used to have a thing with, and he saw that I became friends with her, and he said, don't get close to her because I used to have a thing with her and I was supposed to date her before I started dating you. Like, okay, I won't talk to her. And he's like, that's why I avoided her. I knew that, so people were just assuming like you're cheating on Dayna because he sees him with pictures with girls. Like, supporters are really amazing, very caring and loving. I feel like he thought I said something and he said, why are you posting all this stuff on social media? I don't understand. And it was quotes again, because I usually post quotes. And no one fucking cheated on you. God damn, you're crazy. You're saying crazy shit. And that girl I took a photo with is a transgender. Basically assumed that I said he was cheating. Called me crazy for it. And I'm not trying to look crazy because I'm not crazy. I'm just in love with this boy. Don't comment on his Instagram picture like, hey, he didn't cheat. He didn't do this, because I didn't want him to think I was crazy. And I didn't want the supporters think that either. Put on his Instagram story and said, me and Dayna are good. I don't cheat on anybody, it's just a picture. Video, there's the biggest hickey that he has on his neck. The moment you start trying to do all these things with people that you hate, they are all gonna agree with you because you got clout. I'm real, talk to me. And I left him on red. What I found out is right after he went on a break with me and said that he was gonna go home and work on his music, he went to my best friend's house. And my best friend was not there at the time, but his brother was, and knew that he came over. Literally within the same hour of him saying he loves me, wants to marry me, goes and fucks another girl in my best friend's bed. And I know who the girl is. They told me. That hurt me so much that I was like, this is done. One of my best friends invited me to this party because her new boyfriend was there and she wanted me to meet him and all this stuff. So I showed up and Blaine was there. While we were in a relationship, he parties, I don't even want to go to them, and words are grind, like you need to focus on your work. You can't go to parties, blah, 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 blah. He told me that's why he wanted to break, is because he wanted to focus on his work. But he's been at a party the last 2 nights without telling me. And he rushes up to me and says, can we talk? And I'm like, he's like, you don't want to talk to me? I'm like, fine. My friends walked out, you know, a hug, and he's like, who is he? He's like, you fucking with this guy now? I'm like, no. He goes, I fucked up. I'm sorry, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I was so upset. I was yelling at him. How would you do that to me within an hour after we go on a break? You go and fuck another girl within the same hour? Yeah, I know I fucked up. I'm sorry, boo. I fucked up. I never want to get back with you. Ever. We're done. I just don't know what got into me. Like, he had like a bad dad or whatever that like wasn't good to women, and I'm just like, and he's like, maybe it's me following what my dad's doing. And I'm like, you could have proven to your dad with me that you can treat women good, but you fucked up. You're doing the same thing that he's doing, and you could have changed that. And he's like, well, maybe it's my friends. I'm like, stop with the excuses. You fucked up. No one has to influence you. Like, you were the person who fucked up. And that's your fault. Starts crying, and he's like, I've never cried in 5 years, and I start crying. I grabbed his hand and I said, Blaine, I love you, but you're not the person who I thought you were. Because I just need time to think, And I'm just like, you can't fix anything. You did this to me, you hurt me. You didn't care. I was saying you didn't care about me or you would have done that. We were still exclusive, we were still together. And you go and fuck another girl and thought that was your chance, that you could just go fuck a girl and get away with it like you always do. But not with me. I actually loved you, and I cared for you in so many different ways. And you just took advantage of me. No one who loves somebody and says, I'm the perfect girl, would go get with another girl. The next morning, at a friend's house, and I was online. Everybody in the chat was saying, where's Blaine? Where's Blaine? We miss you guys together. And I just started breaking out crying. Supporters don't know what's going on, and it hurt me that they think we're still happy and together when he basically just cheated on me. It's like, how do I lie? I can't lie to my supporters. I literally can't. You know, like, that brings up, like, the pregnancy thing, which I have never said I was pregnant, ever. I said it's a girl because me and Blaine both decided that we wanted to get a puppy and raise it together as like our baby. He said, why don't we keep saying it's a girl to hype up the puppy, because we were gonna make a TikTok for the puppy and be like, it's a girl, and like bring out the puppy. Never lied about anything. We were gonna release it, but now all this is happening, so we're not. Just posted stuff that it's a girl. Blaine would kiss my stomach. Blaine posted on his TikTok like there's a baby inside me, and I always said, isn't that too far? Like, you can't make people think there's an actual baby like inside me, like it's a puppy, so we gotta go about it how it would just be a puppy. And I know a lot of people were pressed about him kissing my stomach, which I was confused too, because I remember we made this dance one time and he just randomly kissed my stomach. He's like, post it, it'll do good. I was on live, I just started crying, just seeing his name over and over again, because I just thinking that he literally just cheated on me. This live is on YouTube, you can literally see it, but long story short, I basically was like, Blaine did something that hurt me, but we were trying to work on it. Blaine took that offensively and went on a live video himself and started saying all these lies. While watching his live, I was crying. He just said, our whole relationship is fake. She lies to me. She's a terrible person. I literally texted this while he's on live so we can see it come down on his phone. Are you kidding me? After everything we talked about, never talked to me again. I told you my whole life how much I was in love with you. And I was crying. I told them we were working things out. I'm crying watching your dumbass live right now. We were on a break. Why are you capping? He said in the live, he's like, I broke up with her. We didn't go on a break. I broke up with her. That is the biggest lie. That he didn't want to leave me. He just wanted to break, but he didn't want to leave me. He wasn't even upset. He was just like trying to make me look so bad to cover up what he actually did that was so wrong that he didn't want me talking about. He didn't see my lie. He just assumed that I talked about him cheating on me. So he went live and just said all of these terrible things to make me look like a worse person when I never even talked about the situation in the first place. I said, I didn't even say anything about you on my TikTok, dumbass. He said, I can't believe you're doing this online. Just wow. Call me or what? He FaceTimes me. You talked about me on live first. Attack and defend myself. I said nothing on my live. You cheated on me first. You have no right to like go and rant about all this stuff. We could have talked about it offline, but you're the one bringing it online. He's like, no, you brought online first by saying something about me on your TikTok live. I said, all I said was I love you and we're working things out. You go, we're a fake relationship. I broke up with her. I did this. She's lied to me. She's a terrible person. You didn't have to bring it to online until you did. Because I went live afterwards to defend myself, crying. I'm pretty sure most of you guys were in there. He's literally saying things that aren't true. He started getting upset because my friends came into my life. One of my friends in the room got in on my live. Dayna was gone 2 days ago. Blaine texted me and said, hey, are you alone? Because you should come over to my house right now. And what do you think that sounds like? He wants to get with her. Someone asked, like, in the chat, I remember I read it off, and he was like, do you think Blaine only did something fake with you because you had followers and he didn't? And then my roommate says, yep, he's a clout chaser. He just used her for clout. And once he finally got what he wanted and a big enough following, he can just cheat on her, do whatever he wants because he thinks he has his own clout now. And like while I was on FaceTime with Blaine, bringing that back, he was like, I hate your friend. Like, I'm exposing her on social media right now and told me to clout chaser, so I'm going to press her on my Instagram story and say all this shit about her. He's like, give me a second. Hangs up the phone. My roommate starts crying and freaking out because what he was saying was a lie about my roommate. And she grabbed my phone and started yelling at him, and I told Blaine, I said, please delete that right now, please delete it. And he finally deleted it. Got so worked up and was so upset over it. I mean, who wouldn't be saying a bunch of lies about my roommate, one of my good friends, on social media for no reason, just because she called you a clout chaser, which is probably what you are? He's like, Blaine just texted me. He sent me the screenshot. He's like, you touch Dayna, I'll fuck you up. And he goes, bro, what? Day later, he responds and says, I ain't mean, I'm just struggling, bro. You're good, bro. I still think of you as a homie, just running the shit, all the shit you talk about me. He said, thank you, G. Sorry about all that. I'm in a dark place right now. He said, you good. I've been there. It ain't fun. I remember when you told me how you went through your dark place. Blaine was like, tell that friend to come in here because he told me in the past that he thinks you're ugly. Being in a relationship with you would not make me look good because you're ugly and I'm good looking. And I'm like, what? And he's like, bring him in here. I'm going to call him out right now. My friend goes, bro, I just want you to know, why did you say that you'd fight me if I touched Dayna? Like, we are strictly just best friends, never done anything. And he's all like, well, you're just like kind of crazy, like you like do all this stuff. You said that she was ugly, and my best friend goes, I never said that, nor do I care who you get in a relationship with. Like, I don't know you like that, Blaine. Bro, if I'm being honest with you, like, you called her ugly and that's why I wanted to fight you. If I'm being honest with you, I thought that you were gonna get with Dayna. We've been telling you this so many times that you didn't want to. He goes, well, if I'm actually being honest with you, I just love her and I don't want any guy to be with her. Started arguing with me. He's all like, this is all your fault. This is all your fault. You made me the bad guy on social media. I didn't have to talk about it, but you said something first. I'm like, I didn't say anything, Blaine. You guys can literally go look at the live. It's on YouTube somewhere. And manipulate me and trying to control me again like he's been doing in this whole relationship. I go, so you think I'm crazy? Said, no, Dayna. Love make things out of character. It's legit doing it to me. I said, so do you do this with every girl? Says they're crazy, and then say you love them as well. I've never told a girl I love them. I don't know if that's true or not, but that just hits home. I said, this is a Reese trait, my ex. He cheated on you, Dayna. I shouldn't have gone with another girl this soon. Said his trait is to hurt a girl, then try to act like the victim, is what I'm saying. This soon, bitch. It was the same hour. I know, I thought I needed to do it. I respectfully told you I was done. I just did it too soon, and now I'm realizing that it's not what I wanted. We weren't done. That's what's annoying. You loved me. You wouldn't let me go. You would take that space to come back stronger. He said, I'm not letting you go. I said, you did by fucking her on the same hour of you saying you loved me. By it until I said something. He said, you don't even know, Dayna. I said, like, if I didn't say something, still be fucking bitches still. You will realize I was so truthful about everything. I never lied to you. I was scared. I was feeling weird. I felt like I just needed to end it. I could honestly care less that people think I'm a cheater. He cheated on me. So he doesn't care that people think he's a cheater. Felt the need to end it. Okay, we are done. Does this feel good? Do you feel less stressed? He had loads and loads of clothes here. He had his contact solution. His birthday is July 5th. And his favorite artist is Drake. And I designed this shoe, but Major Waves helped me out with it. And I sent him a drawing and a sketch that I found and came up with, and asked if he could design this for me and if I can get it for his birthday. And said that if I'd like matching pairs, and I said of course, so thought it'd be cute to match with my boyfriend, matching shoes. On his it says his name right here, and on mine it says my name right here. Came in the mail the day he cheated on me, which was, looking at them made me so upset because I was excited to give it to him. But I decided to give it to him anyways, and there was this note that I wrote out a while ago. That was when we were super in love, that I wanted to give it to him on his birthday, and I put that in there as well. He FaceTimed me, and he goes, I want to talk to you, and I said, oh, well, I'm dropping off your stuff tonight at your house, so you can talk to me in person. He's like, I don't want to talk in person. I want to talk over the phone. And I'm like, well, you're always next to Kate, and I don't know if you're going to be recording something and trying to get me to say something. Like, why can't we just talk in person? He's like, I don't want to talk to you in person. I just want to talk to you over the phone. I'm like, then we're not talking. We're done. Like, I don't know what else we have to talk about. And I hung up. And me and my best friend finally dropped off his stuff. Didn't see him at all. 2 days goes by. He finally texts me for the present. I appreciate it more than you know. Keep doing your thing and be smart. Don't let these people use you. You have amazing things coming for your future. I'm not in the right headspace for a relationship right now. And honestly, I'm sorry the way I ended it. It was abrupt and rude, and I couldn't really think straight. I always have had love for you and still do. I wish I could give you my heart right now, but I can't. Also, please be smart. I've always said everyone's gonna fuck with you and use you. Don't let people take what you work so hard for. Work smart. I want to see you win to new heights. I love you with a red heart. Cheated on me, like, and then he loves me. And then he, like, bashes me on the internet. And now he loves me again. There's just a little thing of why I think he's a clout chaser is because the day after he cheated on me, he told me in the car as well and said, I didn't realize how serious we really are until I realized how much hate I get and how much people love seeing us together. And I didn't realize that when I hurt you, it would be this big of a deal. That sentence plays in my head because it's like, so you planned on hurting me and didn't think I was going to do anything about it. Thought you can get away with cheating on me and didn't expect hate from it. My friends, I have like 20 witnesses. I can literally, if you guys really want to know, you can email me, DaynaMarieBabies@gmail.com, and ask for the names if you really want to DM all these people that have watched everything, that have been here for these conversations. And I just have so many witnesses that I'm just trying to prove that I am telling the truth and stuff. Hype House, Team 10, and Sway one of these nights, the same thing. They said, we've known Blaine for a long time and he just rides everybody's clout. Not gonna lie, but you built him back up from the ground. When he got kicked out of Team 10, you brought him back. Like, he was dying off. He had nobody, he had nothing, and then you brought him back to where he is today. So everybody said, did you guys see this coming? I never saw this coming. They're like, yeah. We saw this coming because he just used you for your followers. And now that he's finally not getting what he wants, he's upset about it. And that's why he keeps on coming back to you and trying to say, I love you, and trying to get back at you because he knows that he messed up. As in, supporters will be lost because how you just do that to a girl and get away with that. But one of my best friends, who was also dating my other best friend, she texted me and said, Blaine's DMing me. He's asking me to hang out with him. And I go, only if it's okay with Dayna. And he's like, well, we're broken up, so it doesn't really matter. And she goes like, well, what happened? And then he goes, maybe we should talk in person. She's a very gorgeous girl, like one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. Of course you'd want to try to get with her. Like, he's a F-boy. His body count's 250. Like, of course he wants to fuck girls, that's his thing. My best friend is her boyfriend, and he got upset, texted him, obviously, and Blaine started to attack him and say, oh yeah, well, if you're mad, come fight me, come do this. Basically just like going crazy on all my friends, and like everyone around me, hitting up all of my friends, like as if I'm not gonna know. After he said, I love you, and sent that text saying, I don't hear from him at all, I don't see anything, like, everything's fine. I thought we were over with this. Posted some sad TikToks because I've been very depressed. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I get super emotional and super sad that when I love somebody, I put everything into them, that when they're gone, I feel like I have nothing. And me making the breakup video so people know that we were broken up. And I was posting drafts because I just miss him a lot right now. And I didn't post anything about him, bashing him in any way. Have you noticed I haven't talked crap on him once, and all he does is talk crap on me? That just shows that he's only talking to try to make me look like a bad person, to cover up what he is actually doing. We're finally done with this. We're done talking about this. Because it's always like, he always has to add something. He said, imagine having a fake relationship online to millions of people, and after 6 months realizing how toxic and forced it felt, so you ended it and tried to move on. So he's saying the whole thing was fake. He said that it was so toxic because of how fake it was. All the things I just said, did that seem fake to you? She goes live to 3K people saying you're a cheater and you messed up. Oh no! Is he making a joke out of this? In that live, that was the live that I was talking to you guys about, where I was crying. He hurt me, but we were fixing it. That's the live. I never said he was cheating in that live. Then changes her mind, realizing what her lie did online. And then put this right after the thing that I told you guys about where it's like, oh, like he didn't cheat. Before I even saw the hickey on his neck. This live was 2 days after I commented that. And a lot of my friends were like, dude, why is he putting this out of order in his videos? Like, you can literally go check the dates on those. Like, what? It seems a bit off. Oh, yeah, let me tell you more of this story. And look how happy he looks. Like, didn't he just say that he was hurt by the situation and upset? So why does he look so happy to be done with? Didn't text her for a day, and she proceeds to post a fake pregnancy reveal without saying anything to you, to 5 million people. Wow, so he's flexing the numbers? I don't understand. Because he put the screenshot in here. I talked about this before, actually. This video I said, oh, it's pink, like let's just say it's a girl and like get a puppy. Like that's when we actually decide the idea. In the caption, you can literally see in the background, it says, huge announcement, it's a girl. What should the name be? When did I ever say I was pregnant? Literally in it. Ever consider that millions of people struggle with having a baby cruel? Yeah, I do. My mom couldn't have kids. I was made in a lab. You think I would fucking make a joke out of this? Oh, Blaine, you knew we were gonna get a puppy. You knew that you wanted to hype up the dog account by saying it's a girl, and then we'll make the big reveal saying it's a girl, this is our baby, it's a puppy. The fact that he said this, he knows my mom can't have kids. Why would I even do that? My mom called me on the phone today and started crying, and when she saw this post, because Blaine was a really good person. And my mom even knew about us getting a dog. And when she saw this, because Blaine knows that my mom can't have kids, she was beyond upset. And he's saying I'm trying to get clout off of this. I want to know something. I really don't care about clout. I care about love and relationships and the people around me. And I'm sorry, Blaine, but you asked me out on TikTok. We had a relationship online. You really think that the breakup was just gonna disappear? Supporters are our best friends. They can't be lied to. So I'm gonna have to tell them why we broke up, or they're gonna keep on constantly asking me what happened, and that's gonna drive me insane. That's basically why I'm making this video. Because as much as I don't want to talk about it, is I'm doing this for you guys. Blaine, if you're watching this, I loved you. I thought you were my forever. I thought you were a better person than this. I loved the time that we shared together. I loved being with you every day. I loved how much my parents loved you, but how you ended things was not okay. You could have simply said, Dayna, I'm breaking up with you because I wanted with other girls. I know that's harsh, but at least it's the truth. You know how you keep handling things is very bad. I thought you were better than this, but my supporters are my greatest blessing. And it's crazy because I thought you were my greatest blessing, and without you, I wouldn't feel loved. But don't make me, Blaine, feel love like my supporters do. They text me every day. They text me back. They love me. They care for me. They understand me. They are there for me. And you weren't. So I don't need you. Because I have millions of people that care for me and love me for me. And you never did that. I have a lot of people that love me. And I thought Blaine's love was the only love that I had. But it's not. Guys, I read everything that you guys have been texting me these last 3 days. It is the things that get me up in the morning. It is the things that get me to keep making videos. It's the little things that help me go to sleep at night without crying. I see everything you guys have been tagging me, and I see all my request DMs. Even if I don't respond, I see it. Those are the things that help me. You guys do. I know how hurt you guys are to see me and Blaine no longer together, but everybody who's watching this video, I love you. Me saying that is really hard. I don't even say I love you to my parents, but I love you. And thank you for always being there for me. Talking to you. You right there. My favorite person. Text me, DM me, mention me in videos. Please, I'll see it all. What? Me and you? We're going to the top together. You're coming with me. Blaine? No more. Me and you? We're going to the top. Okay?